Welcome to the Dan Sports Tips MLB Daily Fantasy Preview Show for today, the 3rd of August. I will be taking a look at everything you need for your daily fantasy games on DraftKings today. I will be looking at starting pitchers, stacks of the day, how we can construct a lineup to maximise point scoring potential, foundation players just to be used to build upon for a successful lineup today, and a value player at each position. For anyone that hasn't had the opportunity to sign up and play daily fantasy sports with DraftKings yet, I will pop a link in the description to this video that will enable you to do that today. With starting pitchers at the top of the shop is Max Scherzer of the Washington Nationals for $13,200. It's obviously going against his former team. Scherzer has a 2.25 ERA in starts against the Snakes since he was traded to Detroit, and obviously since moved on to the Nationals as well. He's got a record of 8-4 with a 2.13 ERA in his last 15 games. He does appear to have rectified the home run issues that were plaguing him during his early season struggles this year. He has 187 strikeouts in 148 2/3. Offers top level production, faces a Diamondbacks team that is 5th in baseball for strikeouts this year. He's rightly priced as a top pitching option today. Cole Hamels of the Texas Rangers is 11,100. Hamels has been simply outstanding this year. I assume his price is low due to the power on display in the opposition lineup and the ballpark he'll be pitching in. Hamels has spent his career in hitters' yards in Philly and Texas and has thrived. On the road this year, he is 8-1 with a 1.71 ERA as part of his 12-2 record with a 2.84 mark on the season. Coming out of the All-Star break, he's gone 3-0 with a 0.84 ERA. He's got 132 strikeouts in 133 1/3. Baltimore do swing and miss often. I think Hamels is an excellent pitcher play today. Junior Guerra of Milwaukee for $10,700. Now, this is a high price for a pitcher that doesn't have huge strikeout upside, but Guerra does get the Padres, who rank 2nd in baseball for punch-outs. He's got 85 in 103 1/3. Comes into this game at 7-2 with a 2.70 ERA this season. He's faced San Diego once and threw 6 shutout innings with just 4 strikeouts. Only 4 base runners allowed, though, that day. At this price, you will need something similar or even slightly better than that, but the opportunity is there with a park upgrade at Petco. Guerra looks solid for the money today. Jedd Gyorko of the New York Yankees for $5,800. He will start in place of the now traded Ivan Nova. He has 3 starts this year. He has mainly pitched out of the bullpen. He's gone 1-2 with a 4.56 ERA. He has 27 strikeouts in 23 2/3 innings, and he has averaged over 1 per inning when he's been starting. It's not all sort of relief strikeouts, if you like. The Mets are an above-average strikeout unit that has struggled plating runs all year long. The park is helpful for the pitcher as well. If you're looking to pay up for hitters, then he offers potential upside at pitcher, though you obviously would prefer he be left-handed because the Mets have had their struggles with left-handed pitchers this year. And Tyler Duffy of the Minnesota Twins for $4,000. At this price, there isn't an awful lot to lose. Duffy hasn't exactly excelled this year. He's gone 5-8 with a 6.12 ERA. He has 70 strikeouts in 82 1/3, and Cleveland are below average for strikeouts. All that being said, Duffy pitched 7 shutout innings in this ballpark earlier this season. He has yet to lose to the Tribe in his admittedly short career with a 2-0 mark. With a 2.70 ERA. He's gone 1-0 in 2 starts with an even lower ERA this season. Looking at stacks of the day, obviously, as usual, it is a Coors day, so that's where we'll start. Conditions aren't exactly perfect at Coors. While it is forecast to be warm, there is a slight breeze blowing in, but obviously the thin air will counteract that. And we have 2 pitchers who have a fair job of keeping the ball on the ground today. Tyler Anderson, the Colorado starter, has navigated Coors fairly well, going 3-1 with a 3.47 ERA in his 6 starts there. And looking at the numbers in the minor leagues of Brock Stewart, he's allowed 4 home runs in the minors in over 100 innings this year. So despite the rough debut against the Brewers, where he did allow a home run amongst the 5 earned runs in 5 innings pitched, the Brewers do hit lefties really well. Colorado are massively better against righties than they are lefties. So while I will have some Coors exposure today, I don't think I'm actually going to be stacking Rockies or Dodgers in this game. I will be stacking Minnesota Twins. They've been destroying right-handed pitching recently. They get another one from the Tribe in Trevor Bauer today, following on from the dismantling of Salazar and Carrasco in back-to-back nights. Bauer has allowed multiple home runs in back-to-back games. I'm going to stack some Twins and look for their surge to continue. You have to start with outfielder Max Kepler for 5,300. He's on the right side of the platoon. He's hit 4 home runs in the last 2 games. He's a 259 hitter with 15 home runs this year. Outfielder Eddie Rosario for 3,900. He's hit a home run off of Bauer. He's hit 250 with 6 home runs this year. I watched game 1 of this series and he looked very, very good with the bat in his hands in that game. So I'm looking for that run to continue. And first baseman Kenny Vargas for 3,900 also has a home run off of Bauer. The switch hit is hitting 308 with 4 home runs this year. You could stick Joe Mauer in there as an alternative if you wanted to, but I went with Vargas. The other stack I'll be looking to get involved in is the San Francisco Giants, who get to face Aaron Nola, who has suddenly fallen into a hole after a strong start to the season. Despite winning his last start, he is still carrying a 9.82 ERA over his last 8 starts, and Citizens Bank is a great park for the hitter. First baseman Brandon Belt for 3,700 on the right side of the platoon. He's hitting 287 with 12 home runs. He's hitting 350 in his last 7 games. Second baseman Joe Panic for 4,300, 247, 7 homers. He's on the right side of the platoon as well. Catcher Buster Posey for 3,900, 289 hitter with 12 home runs. And outfielder Angel Pagan for 4,200 is a switch hitter, 284 with 7 home runs and 9 stolen bases, and he hit a home run yesterday. For my foundation players today, same old at first base, David Ortiz of the Boston Red Sox for 5,300. It's against the right-hander Hisashi Iwakuma, who's off a nightmare start on the last time he took the hill. Puppy has 3 home runs off of Iwakuma and he's hitting 316 with 25 homers this year. Second base is Daniel Murphy of the Washington Nationals for 5,600. It's a great park in Arizona. It's got the platoon advantage against Godley. He leads the National League in batting average. He's hitting 356. He's got 20 home runs as well. My third baseman is Nolan Arenado of the Colorado Rockies for 5,200. He's on the right side of the platoon. He's hitting 278 with 26 home runs. He has been slumping. Maybe getting back to calls is going to help him break out of that. Shortstop Jonathan Villar of the Milwaukee Brewers for 4,500. The switch hit is hitting 298 with 8 home runs and 40 stolen bases. Obviously, it is a poor park at Petco for power, but Edwin Jackson has not been good the last twice on the hill, and Villar adds upside for stolen bases as well. And my outfielder is Stephen Piscotty of the St. Louis Cardinals for 4,800. Excellent numbers against lefty pitching. Hit leadoff for the first time yesterday. It's a great yard for the hitter. Lots to like about him today. He's hitting 285 with 14 home runs. Obviously, Carlos Gonzalez would be a strong play in this slot as well. My value plays today: catcher, I've gone with Gary Sanchez of the New York Yankees for 2,600. He's one of the top Yankees prospects. He's been hitting well at AAA. He will have the platoon advantage over Steven Matz, who has lost 6 of his last 7 decisions. First baseman Victor Martinez of the Detroit Tigers for 3,200. The switch hitter's got 4 home runs off of Chris Sale, who's in opposition today. Sale hasn't been as shut down the last 6 weeks or so. Martinez is hitting 302 with 18 home runs. In his last 7 games, he's hitting 444 with a homer. Second baseman, I'll take Jedd Gyorko of the St. Louis Cardinals for 3,800. He does also qualify at third. He's got the platoon advantage. He's in a great yard today against Cody Reed. Obviously, Great American Ballpark. Readers Gyorko's gone 302 with 8 home runs in his last 15 games, which is incredibly hot. So we'll try and hope that continues and jump on board today. Third baseman Michael Franco of the Philadelphia Phillies for 3,200. He's hitting 258 with 20 home runs. He did go 4 for 4 with a homer yesterday. Philadelphia hit Bumgarner really hard yesterday. Cueto has struggled against Philly in his career. He's got 5.46 ERA against them for his career. He's lost the last 2 of the last 3 times on the hill, so the Phillies could be worth taking a shot at cheap prices against Cueto today. Shortstop Jose Rondon of the San Diego Padres, even for 2,200. The rookie is a big stolen base threat. He's just been promoted. He's a doubles rather than a home run hitter, but that could well play reasonably well at Petco Park. And I think at 2,200, if you want to pay up elsewhere, he's worth a look at the price. And in the outfield, I'll take Carlos Beltran of the Texas Rangers for 3,900. Obviously, got Kevin Gausman in opposition. Beltran is better left-handed. He'll have some good on-base hitters ahead of him for added RBI potential to go with the excellent park. He's hitting 300 with 22 home runs on the year. That is what I've got for you today. Best of luck with your lineups, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching the show. Don't forget to like the video. Hit me up in the comments with the daily fantasy plays you like today, and press that subscribe button. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter. I will be here all MLB season and through the NFL season with daily fantasy sports advice. If you haven't signed up yet, or you're interested in starting to play daily fantasy sports, please click the link in the description for this video, and that'll take you where you need to go to start playing with DraftKings today. Best of luck with your lineups and have a great day.